Hello and welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. Federal government calls for higher productivity as Governor Ododo reaffirms support for Kogi workers. Governor Ododo pushes consensus rules out imposition ahead of APC primaries. UEFA Champions League semi-final wide up after thrilling first leg encounters. Now the news in details. The federal government has urged civil servants to step up performance and professionalism as Nigeria marks the 2026 Workers' Day. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Esther Wilson-Jack, in her Workers' Day message, charged civil servants across the country to demonstrate greater professionalism, accountability and productivity in line with ongoing reforms in the public service. She commended officers for their resilience and dedication, noting that the civil service remains the engine room of governance through policy formulation, administration, healthcare delivery, education and infrastructure support. She also praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for prioritizing workers' welfare under the Renewed Hope agenda. According to her, key interventions include the approval of the Exit Benefit Scheme for retirees, implementation of the Employee Compensation Scheme, upward review of allowances, and a 10 billion naira housing loan scheme for civil servants. In Kogi State, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has reiterated commitment to workers' welfare. He made this known at the Workers' Day rally held at the Muhammadu Buhari Civic Center in Lokoja, represented by his deputy, Comrade Joy Salifu. Governor Ododo commended workers for their dedication and resilience, describing them as critical partners in governance and development.
As we celebrate Workers' Day, a day set aside to honor your sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the growth and stability of our dear state. Today is a moment of reflection and renewed dedication to the ideals of hard work, patriotism, and unity.
Public service is no longer just a job. It is a sacred duty that requires us to evolve with global best practices. To my dear colleagues in service, while the government strives to provide a work-friendly environment, I charge you to reciprocate with unmatched productivity and loyalty. We cannot defeat poverty with a business-as-usual attitude. We must be innovative, punctual, and transparent in our dealings.
Your administration has invested visibly in roads, water facilities, and institutional infrastructure at the state headquarters and in the rural area. Gradually, the stage is being set for the state to move from a developing state to a developed state. Educational transformation. The payment of examination fees for graduating students by Kogi State government and tuition-free education in public school are good relief to our parents and caregivers.
The governor assured that his administration remains committed to improving workers' welfare and creating an enabling environment for optimal performance. Governor Dodo urged civil servants in the state to align with ongoing reforms by embracing efficiency, innovation and accountability in service delivery. He noted that while the government will continue to prioritize workers' welfare, there is a need for measurable results that reflect the investment in the workforce. Moving on, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has ruled out the imposition of candidates in the All Progressives Congress APC primaries, unveiling a consultative framework anchored on consensus, dialogue and party unity ahead of the 2027 general elections. Addressing aspirants and stakeholders across the three senatorial districts in a series of high-level engagements in Lokoja, Governor Ododo said the party's primary elections would be carefully guided to ensure fairness, credibility and cohesion without undermining internal democracy. He stressed that while no individual or group would have candidates forced on them, the party would provide strategic oversight to ensure the integrity of the process and promote collective ownership of its outcomes. The governor explained that consultations with stakeholders from Kogi Central, West and each senatorial district are designed to deepen inclusion, encourage constructive engagement and build consensus among political actors within the APC. According to him, dialogue remains a critical tool for reducing tension, preventing conflicts and fostering a united political front. noting that a rancor-free environment is essential for sustainable development in the state. Governor Dodo also called on aspirants to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship and rally behind whoever emerges as the party's candidate, urging winners to be magnanimous in victory by accommodating others. The governor further expressed appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for what he described as exemplary leadership at the national level, which he said continues to strengthen democratic values and political stability.
We could see that everybody is coming to serve his people sincerely. There's no personal interests. And of course, they have given us, as a system, to come in and make sure we come out with best and sellable candidate for APC. Kogi State is APC, APC is Kogi State.
Speaking on behalf of aspirants in Kogi Central, Sani Mohammed, an aspirant for Adabi constituency in the State House of Assembly, praised the governor's transparent approach and pledged commitment in the outcome of the process.
We are grateful to Our Excellency. He's here with us. He called us, the aspirants from the Kogi Central, to meet to discuss how we can go in harmonization. So may God grant him more wisdom to control the state, to coordinate us together to achieve whatever that is his desire to achieve for Kogi State. Thank God, we the aspirant will cooperate with him. Whatever the system decides, we will follow up. We will go with it. There will be no problem among us.
In Kogi West, Salman Idris, the member representing Kababunu Ijumu Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, commended the inclusive consultations, noting that they have boosted confidence among stakeholders.
What we have come to do basically today is how to achieve a very rancorous-free primaries. And I know by the grace of God, come May, when we are carrying out our primaries, we shall come victorious so that the party can be stronger, so that we can deliver for the President of the Federal Republic, so that we can also deliver during the governorship election for our own amiable governor, and so that we can deliver in all our elections. By the grace of God, our support for our President is 100%. Our support for our party is 100%. The support for our Excellency is 100%. The party has only gotten stronger after this afternoon's engagement.
Similarly, in Kogi East, Abdullahi Ali, the member representing Omala Olamaburo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, disclosed that aspirants have unanimously endorsed the governor's peace-driven framework, agreeing to support both the eventual party candidates and the administrations of President Tinubu and Governor Ododo in the 2027 elections.
His Excellency, the governor of Kogi State, all the people aspiring to the positions of elective position for 2027 election. And we have been here, we've listened, and we've expressed our views, our ideals to, in fact, the entire people agreed with all we've agreed to do, and that is peace. At the end of the day, come out en masse to, bring out votes for Mr. President to enable our governor to raise his head among the committee of governors.
The consultation signaled a strategic move by the APC leadership in Kogi State to consolidate unity and position the party for electoral success through a peaceful and inclusive primary election process. And the Kogi State government has strengthened its partnership with China as part of efforts to boost the implementation of its specific agro-industrial processing zone aimed at boosting agriculture, industrialization and job creation. This was disclosed in a press statement issued by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fowl. Victoria Stephen, report.
According to the statement, the renewed collaboration is focused on attracting technical expertise, investment and infrastructure support needed to drive the SAPZ initiative. Power explained that a key component of the partnership is the planned development of a modern agricultural, science and technology industrial park in the state, stressing that the facility will support agro-processing, technology transfer, equipment deployment, enterprise incubation, logistics, cold chain systems, export infrastructure and sustainable power solutions. He further noted that the SAPZ structure in Kogi State includes the Ajakuta Agro-Industrial Hub, Agricultural Transformation Centers in Aimba, Alape and Osara, as well as the Zariagi Agro Air Hub, with priority value chains covering rice, maize, cassava, livestock, poultry, sesame, cashew, oil palm, and greenhouse farming. According to the Commissioner, discussions with Chinese partners also centered on industrial park development, investment mobilization, processing infrastructure, and a long-term China-Kogi Industrial Cooperation framework. He added that the engagement reflects the state government's commitment to transition the SAPZ project from planning to full implementation while positioning Kogi State as an emerging agro-industrial destination in Nigeria. Victoria Stephen reporting.
The news roundup is coming to you on Lugat TV. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
In the heart of Nigeria lies a convergence of opportunities, resilience, and unmistaken greatness. Kogi State. Here, leadership is not defined by words, but by actions taken, by systems strengthened, and by lives transformed. Understanding that no development can thrive without peace, the Ododo-led administration has taken bold and decisive actions to secure lives and property. Kogi State witnessed a strategic upgrade of its security architecture with the deployment of 2 advanced HP-20 surveillance drones, providing real-time intelligence across vast and difficult terrains. Hundreds of operational security vehicles were deployed.
We have men that can confront this criminal. I'm very happy with the level of operational successes that they have recorded thus far, and we are not stopping here. We are moving on until we push them out of our land.
We intend to make sure that the forests and the communities of Kogi State once again enjoy peace.
Alhaji Ahmed Usman Dudu has been supportive to our operational engagement within the state. By this initiative, I am confident that His Excellency has reaffirmed his commitment to ensuring consistent support, collaboration, and cooperation with the Nigerian Army.
With this tense situation of security you see perceive, may God Almighty reward you. Sir, the military men demonstrated their professionalism. If not for their effort, nobody would be found here again.
They are doing work, fine. We appreciate them all the time. They are patrol all around.
Because of several clearance operations, I think we're having headway, and God is giving us victory over them. In the last couple of days, it's victory all along for us and for our security agencies.
Governor is a proactive governor. He's a silent achiever. As far as security is concerned, he has proffered solutions to security issues by ensuring that salaries are being paid on time. And so some serious-minded people have resigned from crime. The only advice I have for the government is to continue the good work he is doing.
In a historic move, members of the Vigilante Service have been formally integrated into the civil service, professionalizing community security and strengthening trust between the government and the people. As security improved, confidence returned, farms reopened, markets stayed active, and communities live in peace.
Continue to reflect on our achievements, learn from our past, and continue to strive for a more inclusive, prosperous, and more united Kogi State.
Welcome back. The Kogi State government says it has recorded a drop in malaria prevalence, cutting infections by nearly half in 4 years as the government intensifies efforts to prevent new cases of transmission in the state. The government says malaria prevalence in the state has declined from 16% in 2021 to 8.9% in 2025, marking a major milestone in its public health drive. Zenat Habib, report.
The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adams, announced the progress during an event commemorating the 2026 World Malaria Day at the Ministry of Health in Lokoja.
He noted that although Nigeria accounts for about 24% of the global malaria burden and 30% of related deaths, Kogi has recorded measurable gains through deliberate policies, sustained investments, and strategic partnerships. The commissioner credited the achievements to the leadership of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo and the support of development partners and stakeholders. According to him, key interventions include the seasonal malaria chemo prevention program implemented across all 21 local government areas since 2021, protecting thousands of vulnerable children. He also disclosed that more than 3.6 million insecticide-treated nets will be distributed to households across the state before the end of the year to further reduce transmission. Adams added that the state has secured approval to boost immunization efforts in 3 local government areas while enlisting new initiatives to provide free malaria testing and treatment in public health facilities. He said the initiative has strengthened healthcare delivery through continuous training of health workers, improved data management, and the installation of incinerators at Specialist Hospital, Lokoja, and Kaba General Hospital to enhance medical waste disposal.
Zinat Habib reporting.
Residents of Oganenugu Ward in the Kina local government area of Kogi State have expressed appreciation to Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo following the delivery of a vital water project that has improved access to clean water and enhancing daily life in the community. Zinat Habib again, report.
Speaking at the commissioning ceremony of the water project at Odolu Efu community, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Grassroots Mobilization, Engineer David Onuche, praised the initiative as a meaningful complement to ongoing efforts by the state government to improve living standards across communities in the state. He commended Prince Olatunji Olusoji, the initiator of the project, for his commitment to grassroots development, noting that his intervention has brought much-needed relief and renewed hope to the people of the community, in line with the vision of Governor Ododo. Engineer Nuche disclosed that the project marks the successful completion of his first phase of such community interventions, with subsequent phases set to commence in the coming days to ensure broader impact and sustainability. Members of the Oganenugu community described the intervention as both timely and transformative, expressing heartfelt gratitude for the project and its positive effects on their daily lives. The event also provided an opportunity for residents to reaffirm their support for the current administration, pledging to continue loyalty to Governor Ododo ahead of the 2027 elections.
Zinat Habib reporting.
Now on sports, it is all to play for in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals as Europe's top clubs delivered creeping first-leg performances, leaving both ties finally balanced ahead of decisive return fixtures. Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain produced a high-tempo encounter that lived up to its billing. Bayern Munich started strongly, applying early pressure and dictating the pace with aggressive attacking play. Paris Saint-Germain, however, responded with composure, exploiting spaces on the counter-attack and creating key chances of their own. The evenly matched contest ended with no match-clear advantage, leaving the game delicately poised ahead of the second leg. Meanwhile, in Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Arsenal battled in a tightly contested fixture defined by tactical discipline. Atletico maintained their compact defensive shape, frustrating Arsenal's attacking rhythm. Arsenal enjoyed more possession but struggled to break down the resilient Spanish side, with both teams unable to establish a decisive edge before the final whistle. Both fixtures still hanging in the balance, attention now turns to the return legs, where finalists will be decided in what promises to be 2 thrilling encounters. And that is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherifat Ibrahim. Thank you for staying with us.